and welcome back to SF1. It's pre-season and it's tier 2 this time around. Apologies for my voice. I have suddenly got a massive blocked nose, so hopefully it'll pass quickly. But yeah, qualifying. Here we go. Wow, sorry about that. I have suddenly become very ill, which is great. Always the best timing. Never a perfect stream. Something always has to go wrong, but I digress. I'll try my best to continue and not sound too weird whilst doing so. My game seems to be glitching out a bit. Do let me know in the comments if there's any problems with the stream apart from how I sound, of course. Yellow flag, sector 3, 6.5 minutes remaining, and TR Sensation holds the top of the timetable at the moment with a 1:34.7. We did quite quickly jump into the 34s. Came a little bit later in the tier 3 qualifying yesterday, but this time round we've jumped in them quite quickly and got nearly 4, and I thought we'd have a few more people in there, but still 6 minutes left, so a few people are going to be jumping up. There you go, Katon or Katon, I'm not sure how they want that said. Katon 98. I'm posh, so I say Katon, it rolls off the tongue better. Fatal Defiance rounding the final corner. A little bit wide. Was that a invalid lap? Looks like nothing for him that time round. He's sitting there in 12th place with a 1:37.2 on the soft tyres. Lord Bumbledore just ahead of him, the, I believe, GP3 champion from last season. So we'll see what he can be doing in tier 2 this time round, it looks. Could be nipping at the heels of the leaders throughout the season. He's definitely a feisty driver. Not had the best of luck last season, but Lord Bumbledore definitely one to watch for the season start and possibly for the race today in the pre-season Caton's still at the top. 1:34.6 the time to beat. Lord Bumbledore starting a flying lap, and you know what? We'll stick with him. Little lift there just to keep the front end sticking hard on the brakes. Turn it in, not too much curve because otherwise it will bounce you across and you won't be able to make the apex for the right-hander. Hard, no apex there really. It won't really lose you too much time, but there is a perfect line. On the throttle, open the DRS as soon as you hear the beep or cross the line. Long straight, not as long as you want it to be though. It's never as long as you want it to be. Hard on the brakes at the 100-meter board. Turn in earlier than you think. Second gear. Ease the throttle in. Short shift to third. Get the throttle down all the way to that DRS. Now hug the inside. Get as much time as you can. Straight line this braking zone as much as you can. On the rumbles a little bit, not too much in this game, unless you want to straddle it completely and risk your penalty. That was nice and neat and tidy, but a little bit wide on the exit as we turn in for the faster than you think left-hander. Here we go, the double right apex, flat out, and then hard on the brakes. Down into second gear. Short shifting and then easing the power on into the final couple of corners. Now scraping the barrier as he exits. Run that curb, run wide, late apex. On the throttle as quickly as you can, down the straight. And that puts him 7th place with a 1:35.1. So there's a lap of Abu Dhabi. TJ18, as I was speaking, puts it on pole now with a 1:34.609. Just 800 separating Caton and TJ. So that's brilliant to see. Caton in the pits. There's a yellow flag in sector 3 again, so I can't actually see. We've got 2.5 minutes remaining as TL Sensation looks to be on a fast lap. Oh, lots of stuff's disappearing. There we go. If I pick the right camera, then things might work. LS37 sitting in 10th. A lot of new names, it's good to see, and a lot of familiar names, which is also good to see. Whiffy, Livid, Fatal, Senna, Crouchy, they're all sitting there at the bottom. I don't know what they're doing. Get on with it, guys. Oh, Fatal's stopped, and he's got go. Wonderful. So, TR Sensation. He has eased off. Yep, I suddenly got very ill again. Getting on with it. Whiffy, winner, P16, not put a lap in yet. He's on the softs. Devler's up there in 5th. Sensation, Caton. They're all up there. McCohen. He's put it up there with a 1:34.562 ahead of TJ. First to break into the 34.5s. It's a strong lap time, but I thought I'd be seeing faster lap times. There's a wheel straight in the middle of the track there. I don't know if anyone saw that. I'm pretty sure I just saw a wheel wandering around on track. Not attached to a car, that is. The incorrect place for a wheel to be, unfortunately. Caton, I think, on a lap. TJ is definitely on a lap, so we'll stick with him. He's trying to challenge for pole position. On board now. Opens up the throttle and opens up the DRS. Hug that inside line. No, it wanders a little bit wide, so he's trying to get a straighter line for that braking zone. Line himself up early, get the car straight. Turn it in a little bit too early as he a bit compromised into the second of those 3 apexes. So we come around 3rd gear on the throttle, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Flat out, straighten up hard on the brakes, down into 2nd. Carry the speed. He looks nice and tidy right now under the hotel bridge. 2 more corners left. There's the wheel I was talking about earlier. He's sitting there laughing at us. Final corner. On the brakes, on the throttle. Almost simultaneously. Can he do anything? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. He couldn't improve that time round. Or if he did, it was unfortunately invalidated. Looks like Crouchy's yet to cross the line. What can he do? He's put himself up into 6th, so a big jump there with a 1:34.7. So that is the entire top 10. Oh no, not quite. So top 9 in the 1:34s, which is brilliant to see. We only had a couple drivers in the 34s in tier 3, so things look like they've been lined up quite well by the admin for a first run. So that's why we've got the pre-season to help the game sort its teething problems out, but also to get all the championships pretty much lined up and nice and challenging and even for everyone. But McCohen puts it on pole in the Alpine. Brilliant, nice to see that. Alpine driver. Maybe not actually for me, but it's nice to see the Alpine up there. 34.562. TJ 18 with a 34.607. TR Sensation 3rd in the Alpha Tauri with a 1:34.66. Caton in the Aston Martin with a 1:34.6, but crucially he's on the medium tyres, so that was a brilliant lap from Caton. We'll see what he can do. He's just got to stick with the leaders really on the medium tyres. Now yesterday we didn't have a break for the drivers, so possibly we won't have one this time, but we'll see. I'm sure someone's going to end up readying up, but I'm not sure what the procedure is. Looks like we're waiting. So 5-minute break. I can go and get another 5 rolls of toilet roll for my nose. So, a few minutes remaining. Faithful Defiance in the chat there. Looks like my quali pace is still terrible. Lamau. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, it does. We'll We'll have to see if your race pace is still terrible as well. We'll have to see if your race pace is still far better than your qualifying pace. Yeah, I haven't really got too much paddock gossip to go on about, as obviously championship hasn't even started. I think that is the timer right behind my stream bar at the top of my screen. I assume it is. Yes, it is. Wonderful stuff. It popped up at the last second there. I didn't know that happened. I thought it would stay up there for at least a minute. And we've jumped. Oh, we jumped to. Oh, we're on formation now. That was a quick jump. I think there might have been a little bit of lag there. But McCohen leads the formation lap. So, it's interesting actually to see more of the familiar names towards the middle and back of the grid. For me personally, I maybe sounds silly. A lot of you are going, "What are you on about? He's been racing with us for ages," but I'm not too familiar with some of the drivers. But that's not to say that they're not going to give us some entertaining racing. Right, what do we got? People in the comments, what are we saying? Taylor Tots 2010. My uncle is in this. Brilliant. Who's your uncle? We want to cheer him on as much as possible. Let's hope he has a good race. Cressy Football. He raced with us yesterday. Hull Aliyah Hull. Or is that high? Gonna take over. I think I see what you're trying to say there. Gonna take everyone out lap 1. Okay, I see. Kamikaze dive bomb of some sort. Unless that's someone's gamer tag, is it? I see. 19th. Yeah, there we go. Hull Aliyah Hull. That's one I'm not sure I've ever heard of before. We'll just call them Aliyah. SF1 Welder, that was previously SF1, oh no, F1 Tom, then Lando, no, then SF1 Lando, then Lando. We've got some more people, but the race is about to start, so we'll go over them once we've settled down into things. McCohen X on pole as the lights go out at some point. Now they're out. Wonderful. We're gonna get go. Here we go. Wonderful stuff. Away we go. The Alpine leads, but a brilliant start from TJ18. He's got the inside line for the first corner, and a brilliant start from Whiffy Winner as well, up into third place. Squeezes the Alpha Tauri out, and that in turn pushes an advantage for the Aston Martin. Round the outside he goes, and again the McLaren's now looking to bite on the Alpha Tauri as well. Round the outside he goes. The Aston Martin defending the inside now. He's lost out to the Alpha Tauri. Had 2 places, lost 1, gained 1. Now he's in the middle, being squeezed. Round the outside the McLaren goes. But crucially, away goes TJ18 up the front. Whiffy Winner second, and McCohen sitting in third currently, so not the best start for him. Devler 300 in the McLaren, chasing down, looking for a move on Sensation, and I think it didn't quite happen. Here we go, side by side on the opening lap. A bit of fighting there as Devler moves his way up, and we've got a little bit more towards the back. 2 Ferraris, we've got 2 Aston Martins side by side as well. Welder's up all the way for the back, up to 10th place. That's magnificent stuff. But everyone fairly sensible. Sorry, excuse me, gotta blow my nose. So 1 lap completed, and it's TJ18 leading. From Whiffy, from Devler, who's up in 3rd. And I think we've lost. No, we haven't lost anyone. Okay, wonderful. Devler up into 3rd position. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We've lost McCohen. He's gone into the pits. Interesting. Something must have happened there. That's what you get for having random spurts of illness. I'm not sure what happened there. I missed that. I'm very, very sorry. Back to the top. We've got the middle. Welder up to 8th. Senna's following him closely. Animal, 10th place. Alia up from 19th to 12th place now. He's following Fatal Defiance, and they're all fairly close together. So we'll keep an eye on this big bunch in the middle from 5th down to about 14th. Things looking a little bit wacky temporarily there on the timing board. But we're on to lap 3. TJ still leads, Whiffy winner behind him still, 1.3 seconds down. And Devler losing a bit of time to them, but crucially 3 seconds away. TR Sensation follows closely and passes, as Devler has had a oopsie. He's had an oopsie. Where is he? There he is. He's spun off. He's lost his wing, and it's all gone absolutely terribly wrong for Devler, who is now down in 13th. And yeah, Bill's there as well in the McLaren. So having a good time, really, the Papayas. TR Sensation gets his 3rd place back. Welder up into 4th place. He's made his way all the way through. Rapidly up into 4th position. He's now ready to jump onto the back of TJ, Whiffy and Sensation, but have they got away already? Have they gapped him too much, or is he going to be able to catch them? Is he that fast? Welder all the way up from 14th or 15th, I believe it was. He was definitely very, very far down at the bottom, and made his way beautifully through the pack at the start. We saw, actually first corner, he was going round at the back there. He got all the way up into 10th very quickly, so brilliant to see. A very good start. Senna also, he was behind Welder, and he pretty much followed them all the way through. I think they've both done brilliantly. Very, very well done. Fatal Defiance is up there. Alia up from Stone Dead last, 19th. He's up to 10th, so he's done very well as well. He or she, sorry. I'm not sure. Alia could be both. TJ still leading. Devler in the pits to change that wing. And Animal and Lord Bumbledore already with penalties. SF1 Carlos. Welder is Tom. You know, Lando. SF1, F1 Tom. SF1 Lando. It's now SF1 Welder because he's a welder in real life. Yeah, he's looking to chase down Sensation. Possibly not going to happen today though, as he's losing time now to those leaders. So he's very, very fast to get through the field. Maybe very opportunistic, but not quite fast enough to get right into the back of those leaders as quickly as we'd want, or he'd want. Ellis in 5th. CSC Morris 6th. Fatal Defiance up into 7th. He's had a very steady race as well, and I've just noticed we have actually Welders Pit. Who am I looking for? Senna! There, he's out! I didn't see that. Ah, something's happened to Senna. That's very unfortunate. The most delayed reaction probably to someone DNFing. I just didn't see that. The Twitch banner's actually covering my the top of my screen. I need to change that somehow. So, Senna causing a safety car. Some pit stops have happened and some haven't, which puts Morris on the top. Hopefully not too long on the safety car. Go grab yourselves a drink, put the kettle on. Could be 2 or 3 laps. As I'm sure you can hear, I am grabbing a drink. And doing terribly, thank you very much. How did I not know? Laughing my ass off. Tom. Lamau, the pun, lol. OSC. Lando! It's he! Who the hell is... don't mind me snooping for Aston Martin. Yeah, I'd like all team owners to leave the stream, please, because this is my research time, not yours. Go away. Actually, to be honest, I've already sorted my tier 2 drivers, so you guys can enjoy. Unless, obviously, some of our drivers get moved about, and at which point I'll be very upset and will be killing people for no apparent reason. So don't do that. Carlos, I'm actually terrible. I was brilliant until about 30 seconds before I had to start the stream, at which point my body went, no, you're going to have an immensely horrible cold now, and my nose just started to block up, and as I'm sure you can hear, my mic keeps going silent because I keep having to blow 6 fucking litres, sorry, excuse my language, 6 litres of blooming snot out my nose. And it's horrible. So thanks for asking. You just made me swear on stream. I'm not killing it. I'm dying. Under safety car, 6 laps to go. 10 viewers. Nice to see you all. Get involved in the chat, guys. Let me know who is your vote to win. If we had fan boost, I'm sure... Well, no one will get it because no one really gets involved in the comments. So get involved, guys! Come on! Get a safety car. It's boring. I need your help. We don't like safety cars. I know there's only one cure for that. And it's a giant, great, whopping cup of tea and paracetamol. McCohen making his way back through the field, by the way. He is sitting there in 11th. Livid Opossum down in 14th. Lord Bumbledore, he's been struggling. He's down in 15th. Qualified quite well. Alia, one to watch. Quite obviously, he's come from 19th, and I know there's been some pit stops and some not, but he's up in 3rd. Just behind Fatal Defiance and Morris, and I think we are go. And my directing has been terrible today. But an immense start from Morris there. He's way ahead as Fatal Defiance defends from I was going to say Hail Alia, but I don't think that's what it is. From Alia. Crouchy close behind them. Everyone bunched up. Let's have a look at our key drivers here. We've got TJ18. Welders there. Sensation right behind him. McCohen, 11th. Lord Bumbledore, 15th. And Devler, remember, he was up in 2nd and 3rd. He's actually defending now from Robbo. So Devler had been dropped. He was fighting for podium. He's now last place. Fatal Defiance, desperately trying to get within a second. But a nice little train here. Look at them all jostling for position, and it's side by side for Alia and Crouchy. Crouchy comes out on top. Hubbardy makes his way past TJ. Excuse me, I'm sorry if I missed something. I'm back temporarily because I've lost my toilet roll. Welder gets his way past Alia, who seems to have made a mistake. Just as obviously when I go and have to blow my nose, something happens and I miss it, and I look unprofessional. I'm not professional, so that doesn't matter. Who have we got? Nightbot Carlos. I was thinking. Can't say that on stream. Enjoy the race. Make sure that you follow us today. Yes, blah diddy blue diddy blee. But you're all probably team owners. If not, enjoy yourself. Follow, like, subscribe, bloody blue diddy blue. We've got YouTube and all that jazz, and we've got Tier 1 on Sunday. But currently, we've got a jostle of position somewhere on the track. Let me find one. There's some jostling. Look, some jostling. Here we go. A Haas goes round the outside of a Ferrari, and it's spectacular. And that is TJ fighting Hubbardy as well. Hubbardy gets overtaken. What was that in the back? I swear I just saw something extreme. Something just happened behind. I think that was Alia. No? Was it just me? I'm pretty sure Yes, Carlos saw it as well. Something went flying. I'm pretty sure Carlos saw something went flying behind. I need to find out what that was. We'll have to wait for the next round. I don't think it'll still be there, but at least someone else saw it and not just me. Taylor Tots 2010. My uncle is in this one. His name is SF1 Robbo. I see Robbo 7616. He raced yesterday as well. He's in 16th place. Whoop whoop, and a shout out from Taylor Tots for you there, Robbo. Cressy football, that Red Bull went flying. Yeah, I was wondering who that was. I assume it was Alia. But yeah, some proper jostling now as Crouchy defends for 3rd position. And there actually seems to be a Haas in front of me. I'm confused as to where that Haas has come from. We'll have to wait till next lap for the scoreboards to realign themselves. Carlos says Red Bull gives you wings, not Armco braces. That was severe. If that was real life, that was severe. Carlos, please refrain from spamming caps. Taylor Tots 2010. He's next to me with the steering wheel. Well, don't put him off then, Taylor. Carlos's message deleted. Wow, lol. Well, Carlos, You should pack it in. We got Alia, we got... No, it's just the thing making sense of what's going on, because it still haven't. And it's Whiffy Winner in third place, so it's finally righted itself up there. Whiffy Winner sits in third place. Alia up in fourth again. So what's actually happening with this race? Because I am thoroughly confused. But that's why we have pre-season, for the teething. The teething problems. Alia looking very racy in that Hubbardie Welder sandwich. That sounds semi-erotic, Hubbardie Welder. But there is the welder right on the back of Alia, who didn't get the greatest of pulls out with the Bunquat DRS. Who's got the better aero package today? Who's got the bigger balls? Who's going to hit the brakes later? It's the Ferrari! Beautifully done, and almost up the inside, and now around the outside of the Alfa Romeo. That was almost a double pass from Welder, and it is on exit as the Alfa Romeo got a terrible exit there. Welder up into fourth place, Alia down into seventh, and Sensation holds fifth position now. Brilliant racing from that little gaggle of cars, and look at that, that's McCohen coming back to join the race all the way back from the bottom. Remember what happened? He was at the top leading the race, and then something went completely wrong and he spun around all the way down to the bottom. But he's up in seventh place with his Alpine teammate right behind him, getting a little bit of a bump into the corner there in eighth place. So brilliant racing. Alia all the way back down to 10th place now. It's a bit of a yo-yo race for Alia, who now gets passed by Devler. But I'm going to quickly blow my nose again, as my bed is now covered in mucus. Mucus removed, it's onwards. Welder in fourth position. 2 seconds behind Whiffy Winner, who is 1 second behind Morris, who is 2 seconds behind our leader, TJ18. Meanwhile, towards the back of the grid, we've got Alia, Ellis, Crouchy, Caton. Crouchy in the pits for a wing and tyre change, so something's gone terribly wrong there. Ellis 15th, Alia all the way down in 14th, so things haven't gone well at all. Livid Opossum, a regular. Is that smoke I see out the back of his car, or is it just the graphics? I'm not sure, but Livid is in 13th with a penalty following Fatal Defiance. I've not really got any info, because things have disappeared on screen. SF1 Robbo 7616, I know he's been asked for a shout out, so I'll give it to you this one time. Taylor Tots, but Robbo in 11th place, and I'm sure we'll get back to him once he catches that pack ahead of him, which is the pack of Animal and Lord Bumbledore, fighting to catch Devler in front of them. McCohen makes it past Morris, who has unfortunately spun round. We will follow with Robbo to see where he is. It was the second to last corner. Looks like he's lit up his rear end, and it's a safety car. So Robbo very smartly hitting the pits. And it's Animal, Lord Bumbledore and Robbo who managed to get in there on lap 12 of 28. So safety car out again. I think this is the second safety car of the race. It might have been the third. So many swear words going through. I want to fight the Streamlabs bot. Well, we could organise that. It's a pity that Burp TV doesn't exist anymore. Which is stronger, Carlos or Streamlab bots? Maybe he'll do the really hilariously not funny fight thing with his silly voice that he puts on. His giant glasses, his big collar. If you've just joined us, I'm sure you can tell there's a safety car, because I'm talking complete and utter nonsense whilst fighting my always on time temporary cold for the night, which is making me feel terrible, even though I know there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. Yeah, Alia has Wi-Fi problems. I was wondering what was going on because he's been literally yo-yoing so badly. Tell him to tell his hamster to run a little bit faster and get that dyno working a bit harder so his internet can work. Welder hits the pits. That's interesting. Followed by Hubbard. Okay, a lot of them hitting the pits, but is it a little bit too late? Because we've already seen some of the guys at the back who are now going to be at full speed trying to catch that safety car queue. Pit as well, but we'll keep an eye on Welder, McCohen, Devler, Hubbardy. Hubbarding there. McCohen has jumped Welder. McCohen's jumped Welder because he had to change a wing there, I believe. I wasn't actually looking, I was just looking at the screen, you know. You know how it works. Alia, Bumbledore, Animal, and Robbo now. No, they don't pass it, unfortunately. So, not much happened whilst the second phase of safety car pit stops happened. So, restart number 2. Stick in the comments, who is going to benefit most from this? And as always, I will not look at the penalties so that I can be thoroughly surprised come the end of the race and probably get my extravagant finishing commentary completely well, it won't be wrong, it will be correct, but because of penalties it will be completely irrelevant 30 seconds later, which sort of dampens the excitement somewhat. TJ18 then, doing very, very well. Ever since we lost McCohen at the beginning to his spin, Devler as well, he stayed very strong at the top there, unchallenged. Nice view. I like that little peephole view. You couldn't really see much, but it was nice. Oh, is safety car staying out? I thought it was in this lap. It is! Yes, it is. Hubbard was looking there to have an attack on Fatal on the restart there. TJ has got off to a good start. Nice little gap there, and McCohen under pressure from Devler. Devler going to have a look into the chicane. No, Hubbard does, and he gets it done. Beautifully done. Fatal Defiance now down into 5th. McCohen looking to defend from the McLaren, who gets a good run out of the hairpin. It's side by side, the McLaren and the Alpine. Devler looking to make it past Animal. The other Alpine manages to get past Robbo. Devler doesn't quite get it done. We'll jump to Animal, who's just past Robbo there in the Mercedes, defending from the Red Bull of Ali, and now he's got Welder right behind him, so that's going to be difficult with Welder sitting right behind him in the Ferrari. He's actually looking to defend from the Red Bull and the Aston Martin events. So this mid-pack battle is the one we're looking at the moment. Whiffy's getting close to TJ, but nothing to report on quite yet. Hubbardy is very close to Sensation. Just as I say that, he falls back 3/10 now. We will see. TJ not looking as comfortable as he was earlier. Whiffy might be on to a winner here if he can keep pace with the leader of TJ 18. He's looked very fast all weekend, but not out of reach, and Whiffy Win is here to prove that as well. We thought Weldon might have a bit of an attacker earlier, but he's been a little inconsistent. Not quite made any of his pace stick for long enough, really. TJ stretching that margin to 7/10. Can he get out of the DRS zone quick enough? Devler close to Fatal Defiance. Lord Bumbledore moves, defends from Animal. Sit right in the middle now. So we watch all of them heading down a main straight down into chicane. Hard braking as they bunch together. And the McLaren's getting a brilliant run. That's Devler. Is he going to have a look at Fatal Defiance? Is he going to have a look? He looks left. He looks right. He sticks with right. Is he going to go around the outside? Can he get hard on the brakes? Hard on the brakes. Sticks around the outside. He's got the line. They both go side by side round both the first and the second apex. That was beautifully done. Devler moves up to 5th place, past Fatal Defiance, who did a brilliant job to try and defend there. Through the triple chicane, Hubbardy is the next sight for Devler. McCohen the next sight for Lord Bumbledore. The Fatal Defiance is defending for 6th place. We've lost Lord Bumbledore. Lord Bumbledore has died. That's unfortunate. He was looking very, very strong. Made his way through the pack. Was sitting there in the top half of the midfield. But that caused a virtual safety car. Now things are racing again. I think Devler has taken massive opportunity there and jumped on Hubbardy there, up into 3rd position, and now looking to try and attack Sensation. Sensation's 2 seconds down the road from TJ. Oh no! No! Devler spun it, lit up the rear end and spun it round. That's all gone absolutely terribly for Devler. He's done it again. He gets up into that podium position and then things just gets carried away. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Bills Aston Martin to win. Oh, goodness me, goodness me, goodness me. It's all kicking off. So unfortunate for Devler, who was looking fantastic. Welder in 14th. That's Suspicious. What's happened there? Have you crashed again? Odd Tob. Sort yourself out. You're not looking good. Crouchy, 10th place, respectable. Alia, remember he started last and has been having Wi-Fi problems and he's yo-yoed up and down. Living a possum, Whiffy winner. Whiffy was in a great position earlier, but things just didn't quite go to plan. Board now with Robbo as he looks to make a pass on Fatal Defiance. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Not quite got enough straight line speed by the looks of it. He's backed off because there's a virtual safety car. Oh no! Frustration. The only thing I can think of. He was all lined up, ready to pass, and out comes a virtual safety car. TR Sensation's getting very close to Abu Dhabi. I'm confused. When in goodness grief's name did that happen? Someone update me. Has anyone been watching this race? I'm supposed to be commentating and I've forgotten. That's about to win again. Are they actually your drivers then, are they? Or are you just happy that someone who's picked an Aston Martin's won the last 2 times? Hubbard in the pits then from 2nd place, and Sensation gets restored to 2nd place. McCohen, crucially, back on the podium. Could he win this race? There's still 8.5 laps to go. As he's looking, he's crowding both the Alpines, crowding the AlphaTauri there. Looking very, very aggressive. Sensation now to defend from the 2 Alpines, not just one. They're both going to have DRS. Can they both get past? Have they got the straight line speed? Maybe one of them will get past. Yes, McCohen gets very, very close. Nice overspeed. Blocks and a little bit of a tap from the car behind. It's a sandwich now. It's a French Alpine sandwich. I'm sure there's a lot of snails in there. And onion. So a big fight now between Robbo and Fatal Defiance for 5th position. As they squabble in underneath the hotel bridge. So close. Look how close Robbo follows that Alfa Romeo. So close, all the way around all the corners. Just not losing any grip by the looks of it. Really, really pushing the car ahead to make a mistake. Get really, really close. Can he stay as close through here? It's going to be a lot more difficult. Look at the understeer as he scrubs through, but still, he's right on the back of that AlphaTauri. Pushing, pushing, and pushing to try and get that 5th position. Fasting lap from someone. I can't see it because it's covered by my board, my Twitch board. And here we go, it's DRS time. DRS and overtake, here we go. Opens it up. Can he pass Fatal for 5th position? He's just run out of time. He's allowed to be next time round. But McCohen and Animal now. It's a double Alpine podium. TR Sensation's going to see what he can do about that. He's got DRS open again. But it looks to be a lost fight for the moment. And TJ18 has skipped off into the distance now, looking very, very dominant. Robbo has passed Fatal Defiance, so Defiance must have made a mistake there, and Robbo's managed to get himself through. Now 2.5 seconds away from Sensation. And Whiffy's looking dangerous on the back of Caton. Welder's out. Devler's out. Didn't see those two, but I have now. Now some fantastic driving from Whiffy and Caton now, and Whiffy gets past before the exit of the corner and has DRS. So great advantage now for Whiffy to defend into the chicane. I don't think so, but you do get the occasional sparks anyway, you know. Yeah, Carlos, you do get the occasional sparks. So, TJ18, what's happened? What's happened? I completely missed it. He's spun, he's spun, he's down in 7th place. And McCohen is placed back at the top. McCohen has literally held every single position on the track. From 1st all the way to 19th. McCohen leads. And Robbo is now in 4th and only 7/10 away from 3rd position. This could be very interesting. What happened there? What just happened? What? Oh, I forgot to mute my mic. Alright guys, I'll just empty my nose into the microphone for you. Here we go! On the brakes! Oh, hard on the brakes, turning through the chicane. Tries to hold it around the outside, but gets blocked off by Sensation. Some superior defending skills there from the Alpha Tauri. And now we have Whiffy winner looking to attack them both. Whiffy's going to go around the inside. Robbo's going to go down the inside. Outside, inside, both of them get through, and now Whiffy is looking to take that 3rd position right back away from Robbo. Can Robbo do anything about it? Whiffy's looking fast. Whiffy's looking very fast. Something happened behind that boat. McCohen, Animal, Robbo. Whiffy, Sensation. Whiffy is now looking very itchy for Robbo. Shout out to oh, Sensation's pits. So he had enough of his tyres. That promotes Caton, TJ, Hubbardie. Possibly Living Opossum and Fatal Defiance as well. Ali is still there in 11th, but things aren't quite going as well as he wanted. Lap 23 of 28 now. McCohen leads in the Alpha, and Whiffy has made it past. Oh no! Robbo gets too aggressive on the throttle, just trying to chase that ass out of the corner, lights up the rear end, and whips the back round off the track and loses any chance of fighting for that 3rd position now. Robbo down into 7th. Hubbardie promoted, TJ promoted, Caton promoted. little bit of an issue with the timing screen, so I'll wait for that to sort itself out. I've just been hit like a train by whatever this temporary bug on. I hope it's not food poisoning or something. I've just eaten from a takeaway. Oh my goodness, I'm not feeling good, guys. I'm not feeling good. 24, lap 24 of 28. McCohen first, Animal second. I'd like these guys as my drivers. If I get Alpine 1-2s like this start the season, that'd be absolutely amazing. Caton third position, and TJ 18. He's had his big spin from first position. He dropped down to 7th. He's already back up to 4th. He's still got 4 laps to go. He could possibly, well, it'll be very difficult, but he could possibly get back up to possibly 2nd place. Could be on the cards. 3rd place back on the podium is definitely there. Caton's got some pace though. Hubbardie 5th, Robbo 6th. He's made his way back past Fatal Defiance. Alia 8th. He's back up from 11th. Sensation, he's there in 9th after pitting from 3rd position. Whiffy Winner has done the same from 3rd position again. He pit. He's behind Sensation, and Livid Opossum sitting in 11th place. Had a calamitous race so far. TJ 1.2 seconds the gap to Caton 98 on lap 25. Oh, as we go, they go on to lap 25 of 28, as obviously the leader is already on lap 25. Here we go, 1.1. Forgive me as I blow my nose once again. I hope not, but we know that something's going to happen as soon as I meet my wife. Got away with that one, nothing happened. But TJ 18 is within a second as Sensation makes his way past Alia, who has lost a wing, unfortunately. Again, a calamitous race for Alia. Their Wi-Fi's been absolutely shot. They've gone up and down the grid like a yo-yo. Yeah, unfortunate race for Alia. Sensation, Whiffy and Livid today. Fatal's been solid, and I think, to be honest, should they have been in a full grid finishing the race, would still be in 7th anyway. So a good solid race for Fatal Defiance. Robbo's been good, very fast, but made a few mistakes, which crucially I think has probably lost Robbo out on top 5 or a podium today. But very, very strong drive indeed. Hubbardie 5th, Caton 4th. TJ has passed Caton finally. He's probably just done that actually. And I've missed that because I've been blabbering on like a numpty. But TJ back in the podium, 5.5 seconds the gap to Animal, as Animal passes McCohen. What's happened to McCohen? He's lost his wing! McCohen's lost his wing, which means TJ's going to be bumped up to 2nd place. Possibly, but very likely. Caton might even get his 3rd place back, and Hubbardie's 2.5 seconds behind. If he gets a move on, he could have a fight for the first. And crucially, guys, look right next to Animal's time card. He's got a penalty. TJ's going to take the win back. TJ's going to take the win back after spinning out and dropping down to pretty much dead last. And in 9 laps, is going to take the win of the race. He's so brilliantly commanded earlier on. McCohen tries everything he can to hold him up as much as possible, making the car as wide as he can, as legally as he can, but crucially, TJ and Caton make their way through, and it's not going to be long till Hubbardie, Robbo, Fatal Defiance do the same. Possibly not Fatal Defiance this lap, but we'll see. SF1 Rose has jumped in the car. Lucky, killing it as always. I haven't killed anyone, mate. What are you on about? There's no one in my boot. Other than those 3. No, I can't say that on chat. Sorry, guys. You're gonna miss out on a very, very funny joke. Probably wasn't that funny, but Robbo makes his way back up into the top 5 as McCohen pits for that new front wing. Fatal Defiance up into 6th, so yeah, things are looking very solid for him, and I think would have anyway, regardless of how many people finished the race. I think he probably would still be in 6th or there or thereabouts. A very solid race. We're now heading towards the final lap of the race as they come. They're halfway around the penultimate lap. Animal looking nice and strong. Let's have a look, because I think it's crucial now to have a look and see what the penalties are. 6 seconds. If it was just 3 seconds, he would have been alright, because it's, well, he might have been alright, because it's touch and go for that, but 6 seconds, unfortunately, is a little bit too much for Animal. Caton, just dipped inside the 1 second margin there for DRS, but has dropped back out again, so he's fighting very hard to try and scuffle TJ's plans of winning this race, and just has to try a little bit harder, I'm afraid. As we head now onto the final lap of the race. Lap 28 of 28 has been started. SF1 Roads life face. Not too many jokes about underwear. They're too brief. But oh, some tumbleweed. Look at that. Way to ruin the final lap, Roads. So anticlimactic. Here we go. Animal leading by 3.2 seconds, but he's not really leading. It's TJ. Caton's 1.2 seconds behind, and unfortunately it looks like he can't do anything about that lead position. 6 seconds for Animal, very unfortunate, but a very, very good drive. He's been solid the whole way through, taking advantage of those safety cars, put himself in the right positions, and crucially, should he have had no penalties, that would have put him in a brilliant, brilliant position to win and take a very strong amount of points and a very, very respectable drive. But I've got to say that about the entire top 5, very, very respectable drive. A few mistakes here and there, a few teething problems, but we've had that through all the divisions. People have struggled with this new game. The new game struggled with the new game, for goodness sake. But Alia takes up the rear of the field as Animal comes into the final, well, second to last corner, and into the final corner now. He takes the win on the road. Unfortunately, it's not going to stick about for too long because TJ is here. TJ is dominant, and Caton almost taking, actually, first away from TJ as he slows up. It's TJ for the win. Caton, Animal, Hubbardy, SF1 Robbo is about to take the line. Oh, he's getting Fatal Defiance all over the back of him, but he's got a penalty anyway. Robbo actually managing to fend off Fatal Defiance as he passes in 5th and 6th. Whiffy winner in 7th. McCohen, after things went completely awry for him, across in 8th place. Liver the Possum and Alia yet to cross the line. They're some 18 and 23 seconds behind. Do excuse my sniffling. Ellis has left the session. He wasn't sticking about. And that is that. I'll do a roundup after I've blown my nose. Hopefully I won't leave my mic on. Alia gets driver of the day. Went from 19th to 10th. So last out of anyone to last out of anyone. But a good job for Alia, who we know showed some promising pace up and down the grid like a yo-yo. But unfortunately not quite quick enough this time round. Crucially, TJ18 didn't even have to drive even close to a perfect race to win this one. He just had to pull out the pace he had. Very, very fast. A little bit too fast for these guys. They could do nothing. They couldn't get close to him. They couldn't even stay within a second for 3 laps, unfortunately. But dominant nonetheless, and very impressive. Following TJ18, we have Caton, who showed strong, I'm pretty sure they drove yesterday, showed strong consistency yesterday. An Animal, who won the race on track, we know, but obviously had that 6-second penalty. Hubbard brings up 4th. SF1 Robbo, Fatal Defiance, Whiffy winner, McCohen, Livid Opossum, Alia, your top 10 and only finishers, basically. But on top of that, I'll run you down the people who didn't finish in order of not finishing last. So the last one to not finish is the first one on the... you know what I mean. TR Sensation, Crouchy, Devler 300, SF1 Welder, LS37, Lord Bumbledore, CSC Morris, SF1 Senna, and Bilges. Beautifully done. Congratulations to TJ18. I won't invite them into a party because my game decides to absolutely die when that happens. And my face is exploding with illness for some reason. So thank you very, very much, guys, for tonight. I've been a little bit hyper because I've probably taken too many cold and flu tablets before it started. And energy, refresh, restore, drink thing. But it doesn't matter because we all enjoyed ourselves and we had some brilliant racing. And I am off to bed, but join us on Sunday evening for the Tier 1. I think they've got someone else to do the commentary for that, but if not, I will be there and I will love to do it for you guys. Thanks for joining us. See us at 8:30 on Sunday night. Join us on YouTube, Facebook, all of the socials. I think we're on Twitter and Instagram and things like that. And if you're new and want to get involved, please find us on Facebook or any other Discord and stuff like that. Get involved, message someone, tell them you want to start, you want to do something, and I'm sure we'll be able to commentate you in times to come. But for now, that's the end of pre-season Tier 2, Race 1, and we'll see you next week for Tier 2. We'll see you on Sunday. Good night. I haven't signed up.